Alright, it's only me. I've just come on today to talk about the recording I did the other day there of the Pink Floyd song Sheep, which I recorded in a bit of a hurry on Friday morning because I wanted to go camping with the dog and I only had a finite amount of time to actually record it. I recorded it once before around about 2008, a kind of heavy metal version, which is out there on this page somewhere if you want to go and track it down. I might actually track it down myself, put it up the next couple of days, kind of if anybody's interested in listening to that. But I'm surrounded here with musical instruments. I've got the guitar, the bass. I'm going to try and cover everything here. So I mean, I might be a wee while here, because it's a track that lasts for about 8.5 minutes. So maybe you might be interested in it, maybe you might know, but if you want, I'm going to try and cover the guitar and the bass, like a playthrough of them. I probably won't do that with the keyboards. I'll just talk about some of the things I've played on the keyboards, just because there's a lot of jumping about on patches and stuff, which I would have to do if I was going to do the keyboards. But that's besides the point. We'll deal with, I've not done one of these for a while. I used to do one of these just about every day when we were doing the Motorhead stuff, pardon me. But that should be pretty fun. So let's talk about what's on the tapes here, man. On track, wait a minute, I can't remember, I've done it in that much of a hurry, I can't even remember now. Wait a minute. Track 1, I recorded the guitar to be one guitar part, but I recorded it 3 times. So on track 1 there's a clean version of what I'm playing. Track 2 and 8 are a kind of overdriven version of the guitars. Track 7 is a keyboard track. Track 6 is your electric piano. Vocal on track 5, no backing vocals, so I didn't need any tracks for that. Drums track 4 and bass track 3. So let's have a playthrough on what's on the tapes, and we'll break down what's on the tracks here before we start talking about what we played and how we played it. I just decided to start this with running in with the bass rather than on the Animals album. It's a lot of bleating and stuff, and probably more electric piano, but I didn't have time to learn it right. I'll turn that down just a wee bit so you can hear what I'm saying. Here's the electric piano there. So you can get the vocal and like on the record, the vocal turns into the keyboard thing.
Only dimly aware of a certain unease in the
air. It's just me fading in a synth note there. The guitar parts there. See, that's a clean one.
pretending the danger's not real.
And the bass, the drum's quite basic, and Nick Mason gets a lot of brickbats for not being like the most technical drummer, but music doesn't work like that. It's just all about how the feel and how it locks in there with the bass line to create that kind of heartbeaty thing that goes on in this song. Sounds on the keyboards. You get this keyboard solo coming in. switches from major to minor in this song makes it pretty interesting as well. It makes me think that Roger Waters has wrote it but then brought it in and Dave Gilmour's mucked about with it a bit. Right, here we're coming into the keyboard solo, which I've doubled here. And that's me pushing up on the bar there to get the note to bend up. It's actually in octaves. Where I should use the pinch bar again. This bend down with the synth. You can hear it there. I had to change it. I had it set on 2 tones, but then I had to change it up to 7 tones to get for that bend for the A down to the D. And then I left just the synth there without the electric piano. And then the electric piano comes back in here. This goes into major here, F major and then A major. And then you're coming into the end bit, which is also in a major key.
Get out of the road if you want to grow
See that's 4 versions of that. Just to thicken it up. And then take the guitars out. Get the Hammond organ in there. And then the bass and the drums just driving the thing along. Hanging on that ride sample. And then so it goes to the end. Going to stop it there because it just goes on like that to the end. So I mean it seems pretty complex and complicated, but once you get your head around it, isn't it really? Just talk about the keyboard bits really quickly. It starts off with that and then for C to B minor. when it goes for it starts off as an A minor with it, and then when it moves up for the C to the B minor, it's actually an A major, and then up to E minor. Passing your time in the grassland away. And then we were talking about, you go down to the F sharp major, and then A major, and then what noises did I use for the again? That's like a funky electric piano noise. I'm trying to think what I used for the. I used that robot sound. Yeah. See for the end bit. And then when I was recording, I just faded it in using the volume swell there. And then, how am I going to do this? See, I can only play one horn here because I'm using this phone. But then when I was doing the keyboard solo, you do this with the bend up bar. Remembering, of course, that you're starting off a note lower because you're bending up. And then for the end bit, I just used just like a standard Hammond organ noise with just doing the. That kind of thing. So that's where I'm not going to talk too much more about the keyboards. I mean, keyboards are not really my forte. I can play enough to get by, but I mean, I'm not a keyboard player. Like that guy out of Rush. Can you would say that as well? I'm not a keyboard player. Some people might say I'm not. I don't play anything better. Moving on to the guitar part now. We'll cover this quite quickly. But you're starting off with the bass doing the. Now you come in with the F, on the F down to the A, but that's. And then C B. And then it's in the E minor with passing your time in the grassland away. Then up to A. Then back to E minor. And then for the bit between the wee bridge between there. So it's not really got a chorus, this song. You're just doing that. And then back to the E minor, and then that takes you through there, and then where do we go on next? Oh, that middle bit here with the E minor, and then you go to A, and then up to D, and then E major to E minor to A, D, and then this weird F sharp minor thing, and then that takes you into the keyboard solo where you're just doing this. And then it's like that, and then you go into an A, and then you're back into the F sharp and A bit again with the. and then I bend up with a. So you're bending up to an F there. Second. I've knocked the guitar out of bloody tune. Heavy bending on that. I need to watch that when I'm going to play through with that. So then you're back in, it's another one round the verse with the E minor to A, and then the wee bridge with the F sharp to A. And then you've got the best bit for the guitar player is the end riff here, which is quite a clever way of just going round different voicings, E and D with a wee A flung in there. So you're doing a bar chord here at the 12th down to the 10th, doing this. And then an E, and then an E and D major. And then you're going from D to D. So it's like a D major to an E major at the end there, and then at the end you're going E major to D major, E major to D major to A, just with that. So I mean that's twice room with the same pattern. Right, so we'll have a play through it here, man, or we'll be here all day. So what I'm going to do is turn all the guitars off and turn the volume back up again. Right, so that's 1, 2, and where's the other one? Oh, track 6. I'll turn that off at the end because it's got keyboards on it up until then, so I need to leave it in now. So let's all play through this, man. This is Sheep. that was where I knew it was going to fade out, so I just pulled everything out of here. So there you go, I'm clean into the guitar amp with that. Actually, it's my bass amp I'm using, but no effect on there, which is absolutely the opposite of what David Gilmour would be doing. He would be heavily affected up. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the start now and we'll talk about the bass part, which is where the rubber meets the road for me in this track, and which makes the track as appealing as it is, because it's one of the songs where the hook line is really the bass part in this. So the way I started off, Ken, you're starting off in D here. So I just did this thing where I just slid in with this. You got your E here with this. And although you can only hear like that thumping kind of do, what you're actually doing is playing this kind of percussive thing and then just like pressing your fingers down when it's time to hit the note. So what you're basically doing, if you weren't touching the fretboard, would be this. You just sticking. And then you're doing the F sharp and the A with just that. Bass played on the record by David Gilmour, although I mean it's quite basic and there isn't really that much going on, but it's such an important part of the song, and it's like the pulse of the song. It's always there and everything else moves round about. And in the middle you just go into this E octave thing with that. For like, how many was that again? 40 measures, I'm pretty sure, if I remember how I counted it out. And then you go into the... Now you're back into the intro with it. And then another couple of times round, and then at the end it's a kind of echo of what you just played there, but that octave D up at the 7th to the 9th fret, only you're moving it down to the bottom with it. So I mean, it's all quite straightforward here. So we'll have a playthrough of this. I've had to put a wee click track on the beginning here so that I don't lose my place. So if I come in a bit out of time here at the beginning, it is my fault, but it's not my fault, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to have to do that a wee bit of volume there. So here we go, man. This is a Sheep bass part. Sorry, I'm going to put the track back to the beginning. Don't! there you go, that's how you play Sheep by Pink Floyd, pretty comprehensively covered today. A couple of bum notes in there, but that's the way it goes. So anyway, I'm going to bugger off, man. I've got some pretty good sounds I've been listening to lately, Ken. The new Yes album, Aurora. Well, you didn't light me up just the same way as Mirror to the Sky did, Ken, like whenever that went, was about 3 years ago. Really like Mirror to the Sky. Aurora's pretty good. I don't have a problem with John Davidson's singing whatsoever. It's just that I think Mirror to the Sky just grooved along a bit better. I got that as well, which is From a Page, the 2026 version, expanded. Yes, with Oliver Wakeman playing the keyboards and Benoit David singing. That's really good. If you like a bit of Yes, you need to pick that up, because that is an absolutely solid Yes album. And I've been getting that heavy spins, man. That's really, really good. Benoit David and Oliver Wakeman got a bit of a shafting for Yes. That could have been one of the great Yes albums. 50th anniversary version of Chris Squire's Fish Out of Water, remixed by Stephen W. Taylor, who has done some excellent work with the Hawkwind remixes. This one, I'm no as daft about his remix of this album, because he's... Well, I mean, if you like Chris Squire, then it's a good alternative mix which features Chris Squire and everybody else pushed into the background, kind of singing, and the bass playing is a way out front. The drumming and the orchestration and whatever keyboards in it have been pushed back. So I mean, it's an alternate mix, which I suppose is fair enough. If you're going to buy something again, you don't want something exactly the same. But I must have bought that album about 5 times now, so I mean, I've still got all my old versions. And this kind of low-key version, the box set, JaiTull.com for 1999, the last, when I say the last Jethro Tull album, for years and years and years, until the Zealot Gene came out. When was that? For 22 years, this was the last ever Jethro Tull album, featuring Martin Barstow on the guitar and stuff. This is really, really good. The remix here, it's really good, and a lot better than I remember, actually. It's a really strong Jethro Tull album, this. Arguably, everybody goes daft for Roots to Branches. I actually like this better. JaiTull.com. So anyway, that's enough for me, man. I better go. I need to take the dog out, and I've got a whole bunch of other stuff today. I want to go out on my bike tonight. So that's me covered Sheep. I've started to do one of these for the Uriah Heep track that I did, but I'm actually in the middle of writing. I only did Sheep and Free Me because I was like, no, you need to get some of your own stuff done. So I've done some of my stuff. So this was just like a wee bonus one today on the side. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll be back another time with something else, but for the meantime, that's enough.